How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I unlocked the brand new retro lightning version of Ken Griffey Jr. 99 overall card. And if you watch my previous video, I was pretty close with the predictions on the exact attributes. A little bit lower reaction, a little bit lower fielding than what I would hope. A little bit lower vision as well, but really solid card all around. It's probably the best version of Ken Griffey Jr. we've had in MLB The Show, and I think it's a really solid card. I don't really care too much about some of this other content that was released into the game. None of these players would make my current team anyway, but there is some extra content. We got a couple pitchers, like Jose Altuve looks pretty good. Luis Castillo looks all right. We got Jarren Duran, was one of my go-to cards early on. I was using his gold at the very beginning of the year. We also have a flash sale and a stub sale going on. We have this combination bundle featuring a Vault Choice Pack and an 88 Live Series Plus player. I think this is something cool, but I would not recommend ever buying these packs. I would recommend maybe buying the players that you want if they drop down in price. Some people have asked me which cards to invest in right now. I would not buy any Live Series cards. I would not invest in any Live Series cards this late in the year, but that's just me personally. I would take a look at some of these cards featured in the Volt Pack. For example, these Moonshot cards, Heimer Candelario and Bo Bichette, might end up going up. These cards are featured in the voucher for Byron Buxton. And another one might be Jackson Holiday. I am not personally going to invest in these cards. I have some other investments. I've been investing in Satchel Paige throughout the year, Martin Dehigo. I'm getting ready for the next part of the Negro League Series collection. I've kept this Josh Gibson from the very beginning of the game. He's gone up and down. I could have sold him. I might also look at investing in some of the Weekend Classic rewards, but that's really if you have close to like 1 million stubs, you could buy a bunch of these cards. These cards are kind of down right now because of the flash sale. I forget who the other card is in Weekend Classic other than Corbin Burns, but I wouldn't invest in anybody else except for that Burns. I think he's really good. But those cards are down because of the flash sale. People are trying to sell off what they can, and those cards were about 150,000 a little bit ago. I'm not saying they're going to get back up to that price, but you still won't be able to get that card for another 17 days or so, those Weekend Classic rewards, right? Burns is not going to go anywhere close to 150,000. I was more talking about Ubaldo Jimenez and Manny Ramirez there. But I went ahead and purchased all the cards necessary for Ken Griffey Jr. I have not been keeping up with any of this July Spotlight stuff. I haven't gotten any of the brand new cards like the monthly award players. I'm not going to come anywhere close to getting that Willy Adames right now. But I am excited that I'll be able to just buy these cards off the market and unlock Ken Griffey Jr. in this video. I'm going to try to get some gameplay with him. Ken Griffey Jr. is always one of my favorite cards to use. I'm excited that we finally have him in the game. That 90, I never even tried out at all. I just didn't think it was really that good. But I am probably overpaying for some of these cards as well. I just want to mention that. Like, these cards are definitely going to drop in price over time. But I don't really see another use for my stubs right now. I mean, I could also go for Jose Bautista, but I'd rather have Ken Griffey Jr. over Jose Bautista anyway. I'd rather collect 8 than collect all these other cards. I'm even pretty close to Jose Bautista, but I'd rather spend the 60,000 stubs this way. I already had one Lucas Giolito that I purchased for like 15K, so I was able to make a small profit. If people invested in these July Spotlight cards, they could have made a ton of stubs. I probably should have a couple days ago. But at this point in the year, I mean, I have pretty much my entire team set up. We're going to open up this July Spotlight pack. There's going to be other versions of some of the cards I already have. Like, I'm expecting more versions of Francisco Lindor, Chipper Jones, and stuff like that. But I think the team I have is really good. Here we get another Lucas Giolito. So I could sell this one and make that profit. I could sell both of them and get a profit, but he's one of the cheaper cards anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some of the guys that I might end up using. Like, one card I really want to get in this is that Trevor McGill, because he's a reliever. I've used a lot of just budget relievers from these Spotlight cards or Spotlight packs, and I don't really like buying like relievers off the market. Like, I'm not going to go out and purchase Joe Nathan Battle Royale reward or whatever for 150, 170,000 stubs. I would not do that. Even though he's a great card, I just wouldn't do that personally. I probably spend the least amount of stubs on my bullpen. I'm trying to get all hitters, really, hitters and pitchers. But with that being said, I thought about getting this Nick Kurtz card because I'm not close to the 99 one, but I decided to not do that. I wanted to make sure that I was kind of, looking at these collections as I go. keeping track of what I'm actually doing here. Even though, I mean, I'll still have like 360,000. I kind of spoiled that part at the beginning. You could see how much stubs I ended up with after the fact when I'm talking about those investments. But I'm just trying to, provide some different thoughts. I don't really go through my binder. I don't really talk about this stuff a ton. But I think it can help some people. I figured here I might get Salvador Perez. That Mickey Moniak card looks okay to use as a pinch hitter against only righties. So I might just get him. Salvador Perez, I'm not really looking for a catcher. Like, none of these cards I'm going to use. But I'm just trying to be somewhat smart with the guys that I'm locking in here, even though it won't really matter at the end of the game anyway. We're already 5 months into MLB The Show 25. And, this is kind of the time where people are, filling out their team. They have their set players that they're looking to use. They got their personal preferences. I actually saw a lot of people talking about that they're not that good with Ken Griffey Jr. either. So, I don't know. This card's going to drop in over time. Not everybody's going to have him. Not everybody's even going to want him, just based on their success with Ken Griffey Jr. cards. But he is probably the biggest name guy we have in MLB The Show 25, so I do think it's great that we finally have him in the game. That's pretty much going to do it for this video. 99 overall Ken Griffey Jr. Until next time, peace out.